Hello, America. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to my review of Married at First Sight, Season 9, Episode Filler. I didn't put no face on. I didn't put no eyebrows on. I didn't give y'all nothing, okay? You know why? Because this episode didn't give me shit. This is going to be a very quick review because you played me. Anyway, let's get started. The couple's retreat is coming to an end. Elizabeth says that being around Jamie has made her has made her remember all how cool of a man that Jamie is. They were eating grits. I hope it wasn't grits that Elizabeth was eating because them bitches was runny. Okay, they was runny, and I know it's been a very long time since I've had grits. I think last time I had grits, my mama made them long time ago. But let me tell you something. Them bitches wasn't runny. Okay. And my mama, I don't even think she put cheese in them because I ain't no cheese woman. Okay. Look, no, that's a lie. That is a lie. I'm a cheese woman, but I don't like cheese and eggs. I don't like cheese and grits. I don't like cheese and broccoli. What else you put cheese in? Mashed potatoes. I really feel like I have to amp this up with other things because it is so. It was. I got home right. Oh, story time. Just a quick story time because y'all ain't missing nothing from the episode. And we're gonna talk about the best part. So story time. Yesterday, this amazing phenomenon happened where I was very calm. I was very calm yesterday. So I went out, I did my little Uber stuff, and I locked my keys in my car. Okay. And I locked my keys in my car in my neighborhood, not like in my neighborhood, like I could. It's not like I got a key, so it's not like I could run to my husband and be like, "Give me the key." Isn't none of that. But I was on this private drive, right, with all of people who don't look like me. So, usually when I go and I drive, you know, in that area, I be scared, because I'm like, somebody gonna call the cops. I sat out there, you know, delivered the food to the lady. I sat out there. I didn't feel any type of anxiety. I think I waited about 45 minutes for the person to come. One thing I'm gonna tell y'all, and I know a lot of people who watch me are older than me, so I know all y'all know. But if you don't have emergency roadside assistance, get it. Get it right now. Get it right, mother effing now. Because I called a locksmith at first, and because I was so panicked, because what happened was I locked my doors, rolled up my window. And one thing I'm gonna stop doing is rolling up my window. That's one thing I'm gonna stop doing. I'm gonna stop rolling up my window all the way. So at least I can slip an arm in there in case I do this again. So that's one precaution that I'm gonna have. Also, I'm gonna do other stuff. But I locked my doors, rolled up my window, had my food, had my phone. Then I closed the door. And as I closed the door, I said, I don't have my keys. And then but I had my phone, so I called the locksmith. She was like, it'll be $19 to $200. I said, what? Then I called my insurance company, and I'm like, they like, girl, you covered. Girl, what you talking about? And it was crazy because it, I didn't pay my insurance on time, but I paid it like 2 or 3 days later. And I'm just really thankful that I did that because last time I didn't pay my insurance on time and paid it a couple of days later. A couple of days after that, the police pulled me over. So I'm just really thankful that I don't be skipping out on my payments. I'm sorry. But I was very calm. Did y'all see my eye do that? Anyway, I was very calm, like to the point where I didn't curse. I didn't feel anger. I didn't feel anxiety. I finished doing my Uber because that's one thing I do like about Uber. I stopped the shit, restarted it, did my Uber. All my stuff was closed. I was feeling real good. Me and my husband went and got what we needed. Then I came back and I was like, let me just knock this Married at First Sight out of the park. So when it says season finale at the bottom, I said, okay, I'm ready to see a decision day. And then it wasn't a decision day. So that made me pissed. So I know you're wondering, why are you talking 6 minutes and 46 seconds into the video? Because I'm giving you more content than they gave you last night. Okay. And plus they saved the best content to the end. So let's get this started. Did I say she knew how cool Jamie was and them runny ass grits? I think I did. So we see Elizabeth, she goes to talk to her mama. She tell her mama, I'm uncertain. Her mama say, well, whatever decision you make, I know you're gonna make a good one. Everybody said that. I know technically for, views and clicks and engagement and impressions, you can't sit up here and say, I want to stay married, or I don't want to stay married, because you got to give the illusion. But nigga. Anyway, her mother says that she thinks that Elizabeth is in love with Jamie, but it's a different type of love than she ever experienced. And regardless of what Elizabeth decides, they will have open arms for Jamie if she decides to keep him. Hello. So we see Jamie. Jamie meets with Elizabeth's best friend, and he says that sometimes Elizabeth does sexual things, but then she doesn't. She says sexual things, but then when he wants to act on those sexual things, she doesn't want him to do it. Uh, we meet with Greg. Greg says that, well, we see Greg, he meets with his friend. He says that if Deanna doesn't continue to open up, then he doesn't know what his decision will be. You can't pay me $1 million and tell me that they ain't gonna stay together. You can give me $1 million and say, they ain't gonna stay together, right? And I'm gonna leave that fucking money on the table. Cause if they ass don't stay together, bullshit. We see Deanna. Greg also says he's grown in love. Deanna says she's on the path of love, on the wings of love. They both say that the sex is A1. They didn't say A1, but they said A1. Then we see Keith. Keith ain't gonna say yes. Look, I'm going through this really quickly because it was a filler episode. Keith says that, he wants to know if this woman is his soulmate. He says he's still on the fence, but she's an amazing woman who pushes herself to be better. They do have a difference in perspective about things, but, they do have similarities. We see Iris. Iris is the only one who says, of course, I want to stay married. She hopes that he will accept her who she is. I think the thing is, it seems like Iris is so out of touch because of the things that Keith expresses in the confessional, but does not express to her. So the fact that Keith is like, I need her to be more sexually mature, emotionally, but he means sexually mature, and this and that. I can see how Iris does not feel that way because he does not say that to her. Okay. So, then we see Matt bitch ass. Now, Amber didn't sit down with anybody, which is weird. But I guess Amber was going to sit down with Raven, and Raven was going to tell her how Matt doing some dumb shit. Anyway, Matt sit down with his friend, and Matt said to his friend said to Matt, I ain't seen you in a couple, in a good minute. And I said, in a good minute? You haven't seen him in a good minute, but he been going out hanging out with his friends all the time. Ain't you his best friend? Oh, so he not hanging out with his best friend? Now, I took that in two ways. Either he's a fuck-ass liar, or they haven't seen each other since he went on the couples retreat, and then, boom, boom. But I'm like, what? That's 2-3 days? Anyway, Matt said that, me and Amber have had some problems, and, me not coming home. And then his friend says, oh, yeah, because sometimes you forget to text Amber, blah, 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 and say, oh, I forgot. Am I fucking stupid, nigga? Am I stupid? No, seriously, am I dumb? Because I remember Amber saying she would text him saying, please come home, please be with me, and you would ignore her. So it's one thing to not remember to text somebody, then they text you, and you're like, oh shit, I forgot. Hey girl, I'm on my way. No. What about when you left your ring in the drawer at home? Am I dumb? Or are you dumb? It's looking like your ass is dumb. Anyway, what did they say on Twitter? They rehearsed that. Matt and his friend rehearsed that. Because there is no way. Anyway, and then Matt said he finds her annoying and he don't feel like he need to be around her all the time. Look, I'm not saying that you do need to be around her all the time, but that is not a good sign from someone who is still technically newlyweds and not even 6 months into their relationship, into their marriage, and you saying I don't want to be around the girl. That's deep. Deep. But it's not deep. You're just a cheater. So gosh darn. We see Jamie and Elizabeth. They're having dinner. They reiterate all of the points that they said when they were apart. They reiterate them together. But Jamie says to Elizabeth, and I could see that Jamie was getting a little bit too hot to trot, to be quite honest. He says he has a couple concerns about decision day. It seems that we don't stick to our boundaries. And she says, do you think it's something that we can change? He says he doesn't know. He says he follows through with what he wants, with what he says, and she's a lot of talk. And she says, well, what do you mean by that? And he says, well, when I say that I want sex, or that when I say that you look attractive, I'm ready to hop on it. When you say, oh, do I look sexy and all of this stuff, you don't want to have sex with me, and I think that you're not a sexual being. And she said, you don't think I'm a sexual being? And he says, no. And one thing that stuck out with me that Elizabeth said is, why are we shaming each other for our level of sex drive? I think one question they should ask on this Married at First Sight stuff, and one question you should ask when you start going with somebody, what's your sex drive? Like what? Because it just seems like you want sex every day, she don't want sex every day. You feel like she teasing you. I mean, with lack of a better term, teasing you. And I'm just like, and now you're making her feel bad for not wanting to participate in sex all the time, which can lead to her just doing sex out of just to shut them up, which she said she does sometimes. We see Matt and Amber. She feels like they are 100% compatible and can make it work. He says he likes to have someone in his corner and not being alone all the time. And he says, I get lonely. I get lonely. Bro, I don't care if you get lonely. Okay? I don't. Amber says that there's been times where he's really hurt her feelings, but it's been times when he's made her really, really happy. He says he knows it isn't the easiest dealing with him, but thanks, and they've both been working through things and made sacrifices, but it's been worth it. What sacrifices has Matt made? Only sacrifice I seen him was take off that damn ring, put it in a drawer, and walk out. That's the only sacrifice. And bro, being gone for like 3 days at a time, bro, if that don't scream, if that doesn't scream affair, well, not affair, because y'all don't really know each other that well to have an affair. That don't scream cheating. Because first of all, are you changing your underwear? Huh? Huh? Keith and Iris go to dinner. She anxious about the outcome. Keith says they got a lot of thinking to do. She says she feels like they're compatible in so many ways. He says, well, this is the best outcome, to be married to a stranger. She says, she asks, is the virginity still a concern? And he says it's an obstacle, but they've learned a lot about one another. And she says, yeah, you've enabled me to be more open with you, and I thank you for that. And then we see them do this all over again. The same stuff that they just talked about while they're packing, while the one person is packing to move, Keith and Iris and Amber and Matt, y'all moving. I just, oh my God. They talk about it again, and I'm just like, y'all, it's fucking redundant. It's redundant. So, blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. So we get all the way to the end, okay? We get to the end. Amber is sitting down with Raven. And he's like, I have something that I need to tell you. He says, I saw your bitch ass husband at a bar with a woman, and they were focused on one another. And she said, did they leave together? And he says, yes. Now, one thing I want to know, first of all, I know this is going to sound mean, but after she was crying for a while, I was like, girl, can we cut the mic or something? Because it's getting on my nerves. But one thing I do want to say is, not Amber, Raven, do you fuck with me or not? Huh? Do you fuck with me or not? Because why you ain't text me as soon as the shit happened? Hmm? 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 He says she doesn't understand why he couldn't be honest, why he couldn't just say that he didn't want to be with her. But then she says what did she say? Basically along the lines of, I still don't want to give up and give up this marriage. And I said, you still don't what? You don't want to give up this marriage. Girl, that sounds like you won't want to stay with this nigga. Let me tell you something. I know Luke put Kate through the ringer last season, but Kate still had a better foundation than Amber, because it seems like Amber would still say yes. So, what I'm trying to figure out is, oh, and somebody said on Twitter that Raven and some lady was the fifth couple that they picked, but they didn't think that it would work out between them, so they cut them. What I'm trying to figure out is, are Amber and Raven just not compatible for real, and that's why y'all didn't match them with one another? Or if they said we're friends and we don't look at each other that way? Girl, I don't fucking know. But one thing I do know is I would have been riding the peen tonight, okay? I would have cried, and then I would have said, hmm, Raven got a dick. And I would have walked right up in his room and been like, come here, let me talk to you for a second. That's it. I would put on my deep voice. I got something to say to you real fast. And I would have, okay, ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Y'all, that's the whole episode. Really just Raven and Amber and Matt lying and his friend lying. Oh, sometimes, you say how you forget your text Amber. Am I dumb? Damn. And now the thing is that we got to wait a whole other week. That's pissing me off. That's pissing me off, because y'all gonna stretch this shit out an hour and a half to them sitting on the couch and sitting on the floor and in the car and putting their hands like this and looking over to the side and music. Dunna, 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 dunna. Fucking say it. Damn. Anyway, I'm done. I'm done. I know right now, right at this moment. Oh, and Amber said she wants it to work so badly with all of her being. And what in the hell were the experts thinking, putting these two people together? What in the hell were the experts thinking, putting these two people together? Anyway, I'm done. Bye. Oh, shit. If y'all like this review, you can like, comment, and subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter. Everything else you need to know about me will be down below. My name is Brielle. I make beats. I sing songs. If you like what you see, come on along. Bye.